This flowers that you're seeing in here commemorate the exact same location where Captain Thomas Sankara was assassinated. But I just want to say this. Why is it that anytime an African who has heart for Africa, why is it that anytime an African that believes in empowering his own continent, why is it that anytime an African who wants the best interest for Africans get assassinated or get killed at the end of the day? So my question for today, who are the people that are hindering the development of the continent of Africa?
Hello, guys. Once again, we are back on your screens. People, wonderful and wonderful people around the world, welcome and welcome, good welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the Pioneering, and I am underscore priceless, coming to you straight up from Abuja, Nigeria, West Africa. Another video, and on today's content, it is a stark reminder, stark response, and also a stark concrete solid fire back at Wode. Guys, it's just like some moments ago, Wode uploaded a shot on his YouTube channel. And he titles the shot, why are African leaders always, all African leaders get assassinated. Guys, another video, and we are reminding our brother the answer to that question. Like you've asked, who are those hindering the development of Africa? Who are those hindering or killing leaders of African extraction? Those on the continent and those abroad. Bro, the answer solidly lies in what you've been doing also. Because of what? You were the Maya as someone who has had enormous opportunity on the YouTube space to really use your platform for the betterment of our people. You have been using it, wrongly by chasing these people, boosting their ego, making them the Babylonian leaders, making them feel as if they are something. Bro, people like you who are always on the push, who are running helter-skelter after people, after elected leaders, after so-called, quote and unquote, those you deem fit or you think are the most influential leaders, are the leaders that are making headways, are the leaders that are creating impact, which we all know they are not the ones. They are the reason why. There are also people that are hindering what? The development of our continent. There are people hindering what? The development of Africa. There are people making sure that indeed Africans, we do not rise to become where we are. Guys, we all know Burkina Faso today, the whole is the signature of all eyes from around the world. The mention of Burkina Faso, before the ascension of His Excellency President Ibrahim Traore as the president of Burkina Faso, even though not elected through democracy, we all know what was trending back then was the Ukrainian and Russian war. Then also comes what? The Gaza issue, the Israel and Hezbollah and Israelite war. From then we have other petty stuffs. But the coming of a chosen one on person of Ibrahim Traore, whom the ancestors are really with him, because he has decided to make the bold move. He has decided to make the bold initiative to take the bull by the horn. Those what emancipating, those what salvaging, those what giving Burkina Faso, those what inspiring a new generation of leaders, young leaders, thought leaders on the continent, those what taking charge of their destiny, their immediate communities, those giving their communities the very best of what it deserves. Because he's a chosen one, a young person that he has become a threat to many, interest. Yes, conglomeration of interest, vested interest on people who are capitalist inclined, that they don't want the country to elevate, to evolve, to develop for people, their living condition to improve. They will always ensure that indeed people like leaders like Ibrahim Traore are hindered, if not assassinated. Yes, So that's just it. And the question is, bro, like you asked, you have been the one boosting the ego of those that they are not doing good. And I've never shied away from telling you. Like I used to tell you, I am not an enemy and I'm not a hater, but I must tell you the truth because I'm seeing you going astray. I am seeing you misleading people. I am seeing you not standing up and honor up or stopping the check to the madness the toxic, lazy people are, pushing on Marwa, your own African brother who has taken it upon himself to use his platform to elevate, to help, to better the lives of people, just the way President Ibrahim Traore is doing. You went there, guys, in that short content where the man went to Burkina Faso. We all know he was in Burkina Faso recently in an attempt to meet with the president. He went there. So he now went to where Thomas Sankara was laid to rest. And he made this short there, asking this question. And he squatted in front of a wreath of flowers, making this proclamation, saying it, uttering them, but something that when I heard him or when I watched it came to my mind was, bro, you have been part of those complicating issues. You've been complicit to the issue of the world challenges that is confronting the continent, that is really bedeviling this great continent upon all the fact that Africa is the most richest continent. Africa has the most deposited natural mineral resources. But the leaders, the Babylonian leaders that you chase after them, they have not been the ones that they are really what? Doing great. So, bro, in answering this question, just know we have to apportion blame to you. We have to apportion blame to you. And like I said, there are interests also because I am a student of geopolitics, international relations for that matter. So anything that has to do with world politics, I'm interested. I love politics because politics is the life way of everything. Policies are what? The blueprint upon which this world is run and it is coordinated. So I have to let you know that there are powers, outside forces, foreign forces trying to intervene just the way you, where the Maya has been an external body, an external force towards creating chaos in Yampohanse, aimed at what? Bringing down Marwa, undermining Marwa's efforts. The same thing. This is a stark case of what you, were the Maya, in cohort with other people that have been doing, targeting Marwa, ensuring that Marwa efforts in the village are what? Undermined. That's the same thing applicable. The practicality application of it here. Just like you posed that great question. Yes. Because you've seen Marwa as a force, you've seen Marwa as a rival, you've seen Marwa as an opponent that will give you, or he has been giving you a run for your money, and you cannot stomach it because you want to be the only numero uno, you want to be at the top, you want to be at the apex. Bro, the same thing applicable here. There are forces outside Africa that they have always wished, or they have always, continue scheming to see how Africa will never grow. Because immediately the day Africa grows, Africa develops, Africa, became independent, sovereign, as in no external interference or aggression, the rest of the world will become what? Not almost all part of the world will become what? Poor, and Africa will be advancing because the resources bridging and holding this world comes from Africa. So you now see. Can you see the result now? This is the answer, my brother. So how can we ensure that this problem, this issue confronting Africa is solved? Bro, it first starts with you. You have to undo the negative PR, the negative toxicity, the glamorous way of what? Negativity created in the mouth of toxic, lazy gang people, those undermining Marwa. See Marwa as your brother. See Marwa as someone that you need to collaborate with instead of what fighting him, instead of what sponsoring hate speech, instead of what sponsoring cyberbullying against Marwa, same as your brother. And that way you forge a synergized form of relationship with Marwa, and then other youth on the continent will meet you people at the middle ground, and then we'll see how to push. You can see change start with a single person, just like President Ibrahim Traore, who is, you know, entrenching good governance, telling the youth, inspiring the youth on the continent and abroad that you can do it. It is doable. It is doable. So we don't need to be running helter skelter after others. The power is inside. You have to, internalize your power, not externalizing it. And you are guilty of externalizing power. When you externalize power, you give people who do not love you an opportunity to come into your life and destroy your life and make sure that your house it is not in order. Your house could always be experiencing what chaos. Your house could never attain what self-development and actualized growth. Bro, that shows it. This is a simple analogy, and I don't know why you were asking in that content and talking about leaders. I heard you said something that apart from Kwame Nkrumah, the next influential leader on the African continent is Thomas Sankara. Bro, you are wrong. The most influential, greatest African leader of all time is Thomas Sankara, not even Kwame Nkrumah, because Kwame Nkrumah is also a Babylonian leader. Yes, this is Thomas Sankara, who sacrificed his life, who stood for the common good of his Burkina Faso people, who ensured that indeed Burkina Faso got to where it is today. And we have seen his reincarnation in President Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is giving the world a headache. He's giving those who think that Africa should be a remote in their hand to be remote controlling a right for their money. And that is why today Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore is the most top, word or person in the whole world, because he dares to what? Checkmate the status quo, challenge the status quo, let them know that indeed Africa don't need democracy according to him. But to me, if we want to copy, we should copy, not everything. So bro, that is why I am telling you, you have been part of the youth challenge and the issue Africa is experiencing, Africa is going through. You've been giving our people bad publicity, you've been giving Africa bad name, you've been sponsoring nonsense, and you may think you are not part of the problem. Today I'm informing you, bro, you are part of the problem, and you continue being part of the problem until you retract your steps. Seek for apology from Marwa. Come together. Tell the toxic, lazy people, stop the nonsense. Not all those politically inclined statements that you make during your lives. That what Marwa is doing to you, stop with those attacking Marwa and this and that, Marwa, that, Marwa. No. You have to take solid, concrete, actionable steps towards ensuring that we put a stop to the madness. And then when we forge synergy, a synergized form of relationship across all borders in Africa, we will now become a threat. And that is why those external powers are not happy. They don't want a united common front Africa. They don't want a borderless Africa. But we have seen Europe with enormous and various countries have what? A borderless Europe. But why can we attain that on the continent? Why? Who has done us this? While a young leader, who is my age mate, and who is your age mate, because we fall under the same age bracket. You, Wode, myself, and President Ibrahim Traore fall under the same age bracket. We are age mates. So, why you've not done the same thing? You are busy seeking validation. Those that they put us in the mess. You are cajoling with them. You are hobnobbing. You are trying to hobnob with them. You are trying to boost their ego. You are trying to validate them. You are trying to validate your own feelings. Bro, stop seeking validation. Just create your content just the way Marwa is doing. If they like, they should recognize Marwa now or not. But one day a time shall come where Marwa must be mentioned, Marwa must be recognized, Marwa must take his place in annals of history, and nobody gonna stop that. So stop chasing after those that they are not really aimed at impacting communities or people around them. And we are happy for President Ibrahim Traore, and we will continue praying for him. If that is the best way for Africa to grow, fine. Because there are many formulas in solving mathematics. There is no static and unchangeable formulas. So if Burkina Faso has tried democracy, does not work, and if military regime could bring about the needed El Dorado and taking them to the next crescendo in development, so shall it be, and it is a welcome development, and we are proud to identify with leader like him. So the bottom line of this content, people like you or the Maya are the reasons why we have been hindering our own progress. And those external forces who are not happy, who think if Africa should evolve and grow, it is a threat and it will make their economies, their continent, their countries, underdeveloped. Because the reverse should be the case. Africa will evolve while other places would what? Retarded in growth and be experiencing the same challenges and issue Africa is experiencing. Wonderful and wonderful people. I just created this content to let our brother answer him, tell him that this is the reason. So there's no, long thing anyway. My people, it is always a delight. Happy Sabbath, happy weekend. I hope you are enjoying your weekends. I hope you are enjoying your day. Please, guys, keep interacting, keep subscribing. It is always an amazing time, amazing opportunity to talk to us, guys. I love each and every one of us. See us again in our next content. One love. Bye.
This flowers that you're seeing in here commemorate the exact same location where Captain Thomas Sankara was assassinated. But I just want to say this. Why is it that anytime an African who has heart for Africa, why is it that anytime an African that believes in empowering his own continent, why is it that anytime an African who wants the best interest for Africans get assassinated or get killed at the end of the day? So my question for today, who are the people that are hindering the development of the continent of Africa? Because I feel like as it stands right now, we don't even have leaders anymore. I feel like as it stands right now, we just have political puppets that at the end of the day, they serve the interest of their masters, not the interest of their people. The question is, who are their masters? Because if you've read about Sankara, if you have watched videos about Sankara, trust me, to me, apart from Kwame Nkrumah, the best ever leader that we've ever had on this continent, the person who believed in his people, the person who was always hands-on, the person who believed that it's possible to transform a raw material into a finished good. I mean, if you listen to his speeches at African Union, you get to see that this man loved his people, loved his country, and nothing else. So my question is, why?